Hello, everyone. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Armia Stars, Lady of the First Stars, Queen of Scaff, all kinds of other titles. But today, I'm just one thing. Your bartender. And we are going to be reacting to Hunter the Parenting Chapter 1.1. I know some of you might have expected me to respond to Chapter 2 first, but I decided, hey, why not do the audiobooks as well? Just so you guys know, I am a little bit sniffly today. I will do my absolute best so you don't hear any of that, but if you do, I do apologize. That being said, though, if you haven't watched my first video, feel free to go back and take a look over there. I have also tried to improve a bunch of stuff. I've taken some of your criticisms in mind and hopefully improved the video a little bit. So, that all being said, let's get right into the reaction, shall we? Hunter the Parenting, Kitten and Big D's primer on the supernatural and local folklore, featuring Big D's home-style omelette. The what song? That's, okay, if anybody knows what that is, please tell me in the comments, because...
what a beautiful morning to... Who the fuck is it?
Wait, this implies that D has a sword just on him at all times. Wait, he didn't have a sword on him in Chapter 1, did he? Where did he... Did he forget it? Is it because he was high on DMT? I think he I think he was so high on DMT that he just forgot his sword. Oh dear, that's not ideal.
Oh.
Good morning, Sadi. Good morning, sword.
Sword? What?
Sword.
This old thing.
I wonder how old this sword is.
Sorry.
Like, actually medieval.
I thought you were the landlord.
I own this house. We don't have a landlord.
Oh, so that makes you the landlord.
Parasite.
Well, in either case, good
Kind of based, though.
morning, mighty almost child. I have a request.
Oh boy, D has a request.
Put the sword away and I can see what I can do.
Capital. Consider it done. Son-in-law, my body yearns for my special omelet.
I love that he has a horse-themed mug. I don't remember if it was mentioned or not, if anything was mentioned about horse, but it's definitely... I do wonder what's going on there.
Can you make it for me?
Also, I'm not gonna lie, this art kind of makes him look a little bit
have a
blind.
recipe?
I'll command the instructions to enter the brain with my powerful voice.
Powerful voice!
Yeah, all right. Just need to mix boy's egg.
Snail flakes. Gargoyle.
Oh shit! Do we
Goblin deterrent. Goblin deterrent.
We are out.
Oh man.
I'll have to go get more when I next go grocery snatching.
God, Marcus won't eat his porridge without jam.
Oh, what a child!
You can make some jam yourself,
Porridge,
dude.
but only with jam. He'll eat
I feel like Kitten would definitely be the kind of person to make jam himself. You know what I mean? Like, he just like gets some fruits from the garden or whatever, and just like throw them together with some sugar, maybe some pectin. Just cook it all down. I mean, that's how you make jam, so yeah.
the beans, but not the sprouts. He wants his leek soup, but with
No
absolutely
sprouts?
no
Oh, but Brussels sprouts are great.
He is literally a baby. My baby, precious little small child. Oh my God, he is so small and adorable.
Small and adorable.
Small, perfect child.
I like the idea that they're calling Marcus small, when I believe he's the tallest out of all of them.
He's not going to eat this porridge.
Absolutely not.
I'll gobble up Brancaster muscles like it's just goddamn.
Hey, muscles are great. What are you talking about?
Norfolk has corrupted my son. He would never eat marine mush before a return to these accursed reaches.
Okay, seafood is great, Suddy, and I'm going to fight you on this one. That's right, I'm calling you out. You are incorrect. He's probably going to assassinate me for that later.
Does he even know what happens in the ocean? I don't! It's terrifying!
That is kind of true. The ocean is kind of terrifying. Especially in the World of Darkness, where you could have, like, I don't know, ocean vampires or something.
Put the mussels on his porridge.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry, what did you want for your omelette?
All right.
Honestly, that
take
doesn't
the
sound
tea
that
eggs
bad.
And whisk them in a bowl.
D eggs?
Duck eggs.
Oh, right.
Does the D,
That makes
D
sense.
stand for duck?
I will remind you that I own illegal firearms.
Right, sorry.
Joke's on you. I own legal firearms. So I'm one step above you or something like that.
And don't forget the milk.
I don't know if I'm trying to compete with Sadie.
Wait, there's no milk, I think.
No, it's in the bag.
What? Oh. Isn't this unpasteurized?
Louis Pasteur was a fascist in line with the New World Order.
Yeah, the New World Order. So for those who don't know, in the World of Darkness, the New World Order is a real thing. Like, the NWO is real in World of Darkness, and kind of, it doesn't quite run the world, but it is very powerful. So this is actually possible, that Louis Pasteur, who is a scientist, absolutely lines up with the technocracy. 100% possible.
I am turning the newspaper page.
Okay.
You know, after living on the road for 10 years, I could imagine settling down in Norfolk must have felt quite cramped.
I feel like it's a nice place to live.
No, the earth beneath us thrusts to the planet.
Then again, I'm not British.
Its air and heaven stretch past our reckoning, windows to a fathomless beyond.
Aw.
Not the answer I...
Thanks for looking up.
Beautiful child.
I do appreciate being looked
Even
at.
in the
Don't
smallest
stare,
of
though.
places, entire worlds may exist. If not in one's surroundings, then behind another's eye.
Aww. That's actually a really nice sentiment. I really like the idea of D kind of appreciating people's imagination and the like.
It is only cramped if you lack vision.
Wow. Deep thinking.
Only as deep as the ooze water at Yarmouth's Pirates Cove Adventure Golf Course!
I kind of hope they go there later. Like, I hope there's gonna be, like, a chapter where they go to the Yarmouth's Pirate Cove Adventure Golf Course and, like, I don't know, like, defeat a vampire with golf or something. That would line up perfectly with this setting and, like Hunter the Parenting verse, I guess.
These are the thoughts skimmed from the froth of my incredible mind, son. If there were any justice in this world, they would be foundational philosophies by now.
Yeah, surely.
Nevertheless, I will begin construction of the omelette sauce.
Omelette sauce.
Wait, can't I do that?
I just do not trust you with this. Focus on the omelette. Put in those cards.
Honestly, like, D not trusting others seems like it's going to be a theme. Because, like, he didn't tell Marcus ahead of time what they were doing. And now it's Kitten that D doesn't trust.
Rods, the ones on the second drawer to the right.
Huh?
Yeah, I was wondering what we were going to do
Carbon
with
rods.
those. Also, God, the water in Pirate's Cove. It always looked so artificial.
Oh, like chlorine water. You know how when you go to like a swimming pool or whatever, it always looks so weird just because like there's chlorine in the water, so it's kind of it does have that artificial effect to it, you know what I mean?
Like, someone had an idea of what water looked like and tried to make it from scratch, but stopped at the color blue and got halfway there.
Oh, really? Ever looked into it?
To the water.
Yes.
Well, as you said, it's all grotty and blue.
No, boy, the story behind the water.
You know, it makes me think they might do something with like an ocean themed thing. You know what I mean? Like it feels very this feels very much like a sort of a primer for for future adventures.
Not particularly.
I've never looked into water
Don't
now.
think they'd tell anyone if they did have a story.
No point.
Slip sink ships on Pirates Cove, eh?
Classic line, by the way. For those who aren't aware, loose lip sink ships is actually a World War II phrase from British propaganda, basically telling people to shut the heck up about merchant shipping. Because otherwise, German spies might hear it, and it would end up in a U-boat being able to intercept. So, yeah, shut up.
Various different creatures.
Creatures?
Creatures?
Oh.
When you say that, do you actually just mean the club head or the grounds?
A club head.
Head.
Just like Pyramid Head, just like with a giant club, just like plonk. It's just like headbutting you very aggressively.
Well,
Groundkeeper. What
Well-
silent
Yeah, it's an earthbender.
boys you have in this nation.
okay, so
We shall hunt them down!
Norfolk County Golf Union might find that divisive.
I do love the idea that the Norfolk County Golf Union, was it? Like comes over to Dee and is like, "Excuse me, sir, you're being quite rude. Please stop stabbing the groundkeeper." It is very British.
Ah! Oh, child, there is not a golfer alive I cannot kill.
I mean, I don't
Oh,
I don't disagree.
I'm going.
Sulfur and carbon rods. Oh, and duck eggs.
How's your omelette sauce coming?
Oh, it's a simple thing. 1 tablespoon tomato paste.
Okay, so I already can't have it.
Water, sauerkraut, ketchup, tonkatsu, a bit of RBMK reactor core graphite to taste.
Okay, wait. RBMK reactor. That's Chernobyl. Did Dee go over to Chernobyl to, like, gather a bit of graphite? That's horrifying.
What?
Ketchup.
That's a bit off, innit?
Yeah, honestly, ketchup on omelettes.
Oh, that reminds me.
You know what, actually? What do you guys put on omelettes, if anything? I want to know.
I heard about your little story. The one about the fiddler and the monk.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
I did.
Round
Thoroughly
fiddlers.
charming. Tell me, though, are there any similar stories surrounding Great Yarmouth?
I mean, honestly, all across Europe, there's so many ghost stories.
Anglia, as the natives call
If you go searching,
Of course,
absolutely.
the whole bloody legendarium. Anything in particular that strikes your fancy?
My mind can devour all in this world. Spectres, witches, werewolves, giraffes. I want it all.
Giraffes?
Giraffes, Africa Alive, Safari.
What?
Let me have a think.
I shall drink.
Imagine if giraffes were some eldritch being in the world of darkness. That would be kind of funny. It's like they suddenly like split open along the neck and just devour you whole. Something like that. So I shall also drink
I've
caffeine.
got a good one to start off. For the ghost side of things, one of my favourites is the bizarre tale of the Haysborough torso.
Oh, that sounds absolutely inane! Continue.
I do love how in British this is so common. Like Haysborough, Hapisburgh. Like it's like it's such a French thing, ironically, because in French you have the same thing, where like you just remove letters from words.
Okay, so over on the east coast, almost at the border between Great Yarmouth and North Norfolk, there's this little village called Haysborough, right?
How's that spelled?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hapisburgh.
Your people's rejection of your own
Hapisburgh.
language is inspiring.
Fun being as it's true.
Okay. But yes, I am aware of that.
Wait, was this posted before the Queen died? When was this posted? Hold on. This was posted 3 years ago. When did the Queen die? Queen died when? 2022. That's 3 years ago. Oh my god. Did Dee actually kill the Queen? Oh my god. Next is coming for Charles III.
Wretches, Hamlet. We lived in the caravan park for a month before this fucking ham of a man banned us from the
ham of a man?
Can you believe it?
Why did he do that?
I do not wish to get into it. I divorced him the week prior and it was fucked.
Does Dee just go around like marrying random people? is that what he does canonically? Just like hi, I'm marrying you now. Okay, bye. I'm of the maybe. I don't know how to go. That is so weird.
It is time for the race.
Rice.
This omelette has rice?
Are we making omu rice?
My burden.
I mean, ketchup, I
Go ahead
guess.
and
And
shred in some
then
cheese and chlorine, please. Both are beneath us.
cheese and chlorine.
Well, okay. So,
What kind of cheese do you think they add?
A little south of Haysborough, about
Right, the torso.
half a mile from that caravan park, there's an intersection between 3 roads.
Mm-hmm.
In the midst lies a small, grassy triangle, quaint in its size, with not much to offer.
I immediately assume that it is a spectre, a vampire, or goblin creature turned into a walking abomination
please,
that is trying to kill.
Hold on, D.
We're just crossing
Oh my god, why is he strangling himself?
roads right now.
Road is what my bus drives on.
Yes.
Is D okay? I mean, probably not, but good lord.
Well, at this small triangular junction, there once was a well.
Well,
And, well,
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 the well isn't doing so well.
well.
Because it's not there anymore.
damn it! If only I had been there in time.
There is a reason for this.
Yes, you could say it's not doing so good.
Well Corner, it was called, back in the 1800s. For years, local men, farmers and such, made terribly frightening reports of a strange figure wandering up the main street of the small town.
Okay.
At first, based on his bulbous silhouette, they believed he was injured or hunchbacked. An old man lolloping through the night.
Lolloping. That's a new word.
Close inspection made by those few brave enough to get close. It was made readily apparent that this hunchback
Actually came from Notre Dame.
was the figure's nearly severed head, bobbling behind him, hanging from threads that were the remains of his neck.
Talk about a pain in the
Yeah. This...
I can just imagine Speaker D doing that in front of his microphone, just like covering his mouth and just.
same figure also...
That's a fun idea, actually.
Okay, my motion is broken. How could he walk around with no legs?
That is a good question, yeah.
I don't know.
Ghost walk.
reasons, I assume?
He was just doing the ghost walk before you
He
guys
wore a
did.
sailor suit.
Ah, sea legs. Carry on.
What?
He wore a sailor suit and held what looked like a saggy old sack clutched to his chest,
Okay.
desperately making way towards a particular destination. Well Corner. This figure could be seen for days, then weeks, after report upon report, sighting after sighting. Eventually, the villagers decided that enough was enough.
How many?
Something had to be done.
It makes me wonder, like, was this like a nightly thing? You know, like every night this guy would show up. Kind of spooky.
They settled on a plan.
Hmm.
The shambling thing had, of course, been seen on its trail, leading all the way up to the well, where then the thing would throw the sack down into its depths, only to soon follow suit, crawling down into the murky old well.
Okay, so this thing has like a sack that it's always carrying. So I'm guessing this is like a nightly thing where it like throws a ghostly sack down. Maybe it's like kind of replicating what its killer was doing. You know what I mean? Like a killer cut off its head and then proceeded to throw it down into the well. Something like that?
The locals knew that there was only one way to properly investigate. So, they sent a poor Dutchman
No, ja zeg.
who just so happened to be smaller than their average down by a rope into the black well to investigate.
That's not a fun idea.
Down went the brave Dutchman late one evening, tense with fear, the murky waters still beneath him. The horror thick in the air, with the notion that the silence could break at any moment with the sound of something waterlogged that is not meant to speak.
Just suddenly, excuse me, do you know the way upstairs? That's terrible, I'm sorry.
This, until at last,
I really am sick.
Dutchman hung above the waters, and with a hook pushed down into the darkness, came upon something. Quickly, upon his call, they fished up first the Dutchman, then a large brown mass.
Oh, it maybe... So yeah, maybe he did actually, like, replicate his death, sort of. Like, where his body was, hidden. Obviously the well would be tainted as well.
It was a bag. One within which they found the mangled remains of 2 legs.
Oh, legs. Honestly, I thought it would be...
That bloody well.
Oh, right, because it's carrying... Yeah, okay, it's carrying the
In
legs.
its place, they even installed a new pump, and strangely, the sighting ceased after that.
Really? Just from that?
Yeah. But the very pump was actually removed some years after that.
And?
And the villagers once again reported awful groaning deep into the night.
That's weird.
By all accounts, the ghost had returned,
Because normally...
till at last the pump was reinstalled.
Normally it has fetters, right?
That doesn't make much sense.
Ghosts in general don't make much sense.
Nonsense! They make perfect sense. It's just a sense we don't yet grasp.
Honestly, I agree.
You think so?
My boy, all things are ordered and explicable. Even chaos hearkens to the beat of unseen principles.
I actually absolutely agree. Like, I think a lot of stuff out there is just stuff we don't understand yet. But it doesn't mean we won't one day. Or at least some people won't.
There is no true
Some people
randomness.
will.
Merely
There you go.
spontaneous whimsy. Flowers wilt, waters flow, aortic valves implode, vampires
Aortic valve?
suck. But never for no reason.
That's a very specific thing to say.
That's a surprising outlook, sir. I always thought you looked at the supernatural world with more, well, wonder, I guess?
Boy,
Yeah,
I'll
I mean-
just smack you, but I love you, so instead I flip.
I do like the idea that Dee actually looks at the supernatural world in a sort of almost scientific way, where like, okay, these are all the things that are that we know, and these are all the things that we don't, and it just means like we have so much more to learn. You know what I mean?
Oh god, you cracked my glasses.
Order and wonder go hand in hand.
Yeah, there you go.
Chaos
I keep predicting what he says.
The world around us is a ceaseless den of darkness and delight.
Darkness
Just
and
as there is
delight.
joy in understanding
Indeed.
a facet of it, there is equal joy in knowing there is more to discover.
Getting
The
attacked
quest
by
goes
the-
ever on, Sancho, and whether windmill or giant, my lance strikes forward.
All right. So personal imagination is now that Dee is actually Don Quixote. Like the fictional character somehow come to life to like slay windmills. I choose to believe that. That's my
Of
headcanon.
course, Quixote.
Quixote.
Now then, this torso. He seems like an odd chap. Let's evaluate his authenticity.
Oh?
Most spirits tend to be tied to objects, ones that linger from their past lives.
Right, so the
I
legs.
believe the common vernacular is fetters.
Right.
Well, perhaps the well itself was a fetter.
I think if it was the well, then removing the well would have kind of like stabilized the ghost. So instead, I think it would have been the legs that were found down there. Then again, moving those, maybe what happened is they actually went and buried the legs, and that put the ghost to rest. Like they gave him a proper burial. You know what I mean? That might have done it.
Perhaps. You see, to destroy a fetter often destabilizes a ghost, turns them hostile. Like Marcus and his silly game station.
He was really torn up after you crushed it with a hammer.
It defied my will and was summarily punished. Next time,
Die,
you should
game
share a
station.
fairer interest with me.
Look, Mario Party...
Mario
is not
Party.
for everyone.
It
man.
should be the
Yeah, honestly, Mario Party is like a monopoly. I feel like it's such a good way to lose friends, just in general. There's like a few board games like that are just amazing to lose friends with. If you want a really fun party game, by the way, check out King of the Castle. Really fun. Though I do recommend you play that with maybe 7, 10 people. Quite a few.
at least unfair for me.
It can be if you play Peach.
Everyone cheated but Big D. Next time, Big D cheat.
Casual.
Yeah, something more casual, like diplomacy or the game of Earth.
Yo, diplomacy. If you don't know what diplomacy is think of risk, but everyone has the same amount of armies, and you can backstab each other. So you'll be making secret deals off in the corner while your supposed ally is preparing a counterattack on your back line, etc.
In either case, it's why so many ghosts act cagey when you traipse into their homes.
Makes sense.
You're essentially defiling their remaining memories of mortal life. It's typically unwise to disturb them, and even worse when those places are destroyed.
I see.
So moving a fetter,
Since the
because
well is
we've only gotten the specifics of like destroying a fetter, which destabilizes them. What about moving a fetter, I wonder? Like, is that also an issue? I don't know. That's interesting to think about.
Yes, you'd expect sightings to soar. However, it is also thought geists can find some form of peace through these fetters.
Yeah, so again, maybe if the fetters were his legs, and, you know, like they were thrown down there as part of like a murder or something, then was buried, might have given him peace, maybe.
Our sailor friend was a native of the village. He may have yearned for clean water in his dying moments at sea.
So makes sense.
Or as a youth in Happisburg, or some such. Happisburg, Hatesburg, whatever your evil devil village is called. It's pure conjecture. But mayhaps in bringing it to his village, he made peace with his death. Before he went to hell.
That also tracks.
explains why he only came back
Before he went to hell?
was removed.
Right on the money! Though, of course, it's just as likely that this ghost was a Happisburg hoax to get the government to replace an old pump.
I think that's one of the fun things about World of Darkness. It could absolutely be a hoax. And sometimes things in the World of Darkness are just hoaxes, or just untrue. And I think that's something that makes the world feel a lot bigger than it is. And, well, it is a lot bigger than it feels sometimes. Because you can very easily kind of narrow down it like, oh, vampires are real, oh, werewolves are real, oh, ghosts are real. And kind of like find yourself like, oh, these are the only things that are real. The fun part in World of Darkness is that you can kind of just go, oh, and also this monster exists. It doesn't follow the rules, it's just different. Why? Because, who knows?
Or perhaps a story shared by bandits and criminals to keep roads clear at night. In the book I read, they suggested the chap was a smuggler of some such, likely murdered in a quarrel with his own
Cool.
Not his own corn will get him.
Love the subtitles, by the way. Kitten has mispronounced the word.
You know, it's always the quarrel you don't see that gets...
Very fun.
Funny joke, I taught it to Marcus!
Right, sorry. Likely murdered in a quarrel with his own
Oh, quarrel.
please
That makes more sense.
Truths like these are hidden for a reason. For mankind to bring them hissing, screaming into the light, for all to behold!
Right inspiring, sir.
Right into the light!
Speaking of, could I ask how you know any of this?
I once entered an
It is a
abandoned
good-
hotel in LA.
Wait a second.
ghost threw a phone at me. I have studied their ways ever since.
Ah, Bloodline reference. Very fun. For those who don't know, without going into too much detail, because it is a really cool section of the game, and if you haven't, please play the first Bloodline. It is really good. Yes, it's dated by now, but it's still really good. Basically, at one point, you need to go to a hotel, and there's a ghost infecting it, and yes, indeed, you get stuff thrown at you, including a phone.
Why not, damn you! Do not mock me, Philistines! I'll kill you, Necromancer!
Necromancer.
I'll kill all of you! Ah! I'll break it out of your body!
I feel like D almost gets taken over here sometimes, you know? Like earlier, when he was like strangling himself, it makes me think like, who knows, like maybe there's multiple personalities going on or something. Possible.
Do you want to hear more Norfolk urban legends?
Of course!
See? And then like, switches back to normal.
Well, let's see, there's loads to come.
It doesn't have to be multiple personalities though.
Shark, the Norfolk Priest Holes, the Witch of East Somerston.
Black Shark.
Ooh, a spookoy witch!
Is that like
We'll go with that
what's
one.
that dog called again? The one in Sherlock.
Long ago, in the 15th century, a mysterious peg-legged woman was accused by the local clergy of witchcraft. While this was naturally a barbarous practice,
That shit was crazy!
Fun fact, by the way, witchcraft was generally not taken very seriously. There were a few, like, really famous examples, of like people going crazy, like kind of crazy, like Salem, that kind of stuff. But most courts actually didn't take witchcraft seriously.
While we know those accused of witchcraft were innocent, the Witch of East Summerston, for reasons we'll get into, was perhaps not. While proof of her deeds have been lost to the ages, stories abound of her sorcerous ways.
Okay.
And for this, she was seized and buried alive beneath St. Mary's Church in the little village of East Somerton.
Sorceress is a very specific word to use, because in the World of Darkness, you have kind of 3 types of magic. There's more, but like, those are the 3 main ones. You have true magic, which is basically like, you want something to happen, so it happens, more or less. You have blood magic, which is like vampire, Tremere magic, sort of. And then you have sorcery. Sorcery is kind of like a math problem. Like if you do 2 + 2, you get 4, that sort of thing. So if you do, I don't know, Xbox controller plus medicine, you get, I don't know. You get explosions. I don't know. You have to do specific things, but if you do those specific things correctly, you can get all sorts of effects. But it is much more strict than true magic, which is just kind of like, For comparison, I think a good comparison for the folks who know D&D is like wizard would be sorcery, ironically, and mage or a sorcerer would be true magic in like the vibes. Though D&D's rules are often a little bit different.
However, unfortunately for the church, this would prove to be their last mistake, for a witch's ire is rarely spurned.
Right.
When the ground was cleared for her burial, she only laughed as the dirt covered her shackled body. Laughed and laughed as she was entombed within the soil. She could be heard no more. The priests and congregated hunters celebrated their victory.
Hunters as
until
well.
her peg leg was seen, jutting out of the ground. First a mere shaft of wood, then a sprouting log,
Huh?
and then a great and mighty oak tree, which shattered the church and turned it to ruins.
Ooh.
The husk of her victory can still be seen today.
It does sound really cool, actually, like a giant tree that has like grown out of a church. I kind of want to see art of that. I'm sure it exists out there. It just sounds cool.
It still thought, should you be foolish enough, that you might wake her yet
Ooh.
with the utterance of her true name.
Ah, true names.
Got
Morally just...
him!
Excuse
She got him!
I suppose she did.
Ah, classic!
You gonna expand
What?
on that?
Nope, also I think the story is fake.
Well, sir, I've taken you for many things, but never a skeptic.
Yeah, why?
Come on, it doesn't make any sense!
Why would it be fake?
Why would the Christians bury this woman in the middle of their
Apologies.
church? What, do they just dig up the floors in the middle of Mass, slap her in?
The story might not be entirely literal. They could have just buried her in the lower levels. I mean, the oak is there, that's a fact at least.
I
Yeah, although, is there a church? Like, is there like the ruins of a church?
still disagree.
Why?
Mainly because it contradicts me.
Okay, fair enough, dude.
If you're honest.
Well, I will say, your fake story does have all the markings of a witch's dastardly death ex.
I do like the idea that D just decides it's fake, and he's very stubborn, which I think is actually like I imagine it's true for like Door and Marcus as well. I'm sure we'll see more of that in the future.
Assuming it isn't fake, of course.
Of course.
I admit I don't know much about death hexes or witches and the like.
I explain. Wizards and stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
They can die if you shoot them.
Can die. I love the idea. It's just like, oh hi wizard. Just, there we go, done.
This is always a bad idea. Please watch out. Alert, 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 alert.
Understood.
Point taken.
The reason for this is the death curse. It's this thing where...
They curse you in death?
Makes sense.
And usually to death. It doesn't happen every time you smite a witch or wizard, but often enough that it's very dangerous to attempt.
I wonder if he has any, like, experience with that. Like seeing, like, one of his friends, for example, get, like, death cursed. Interesting to think about.
Oh, bloody hell. So you mean to say if there's an evil wizard running around, we can't do anything about it?
Of course you can. Wizards are nerds you can easily punch.
Oh, good.
But to be safe...
Okay. So D is officially a jock, and then Kitten would be the nerd. I wonder when Big D is gonna shove Kitten into a locker.
Make sure you aren't seen, or heard, or known to them at all before killing them instantly, or else your brain will be turned into a cornered cob, and this is a fact!
Oh, well, as scary as
the
killing one is,
corn.
at least they're not so hard otherwise.
Oh, actually, they can warp reality with their wheels and brains.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Infinite power to alter creation.
Yeah, so this is like true magic, like I was talking about.
Oh! Man, and I thought Kevin was bad.
The great and mighty Kevin was formidable.
Kevin!
But indeed, were he a true magi, I doubt you'd have survived your encounter.
Our encounter? What about you?
Oh, I'd have been fine.
Yeah, of course.
I admire your optimism, but I remember you barely, surviving Kevin.
You know, it makes me think, because D is actually kind of reckless in the hunt. And also, yeah, he's like, oh, I'd have been fine. Is he some kind of supernatural creature?
Yeah, I think your brain might
If he
be wrong.
is,
How would it
what
be
would
any
make
different
sense?
if Kevin were more powerful?
Really,
It's not gonna be a Garou.
Do you honestly think your old man would dive headlong into the cave without a few tricks up his sleeve?
Yes.
You want the honest answer?
No! Now be a...
Yeah, honestly, thinking about it a little bit more, let's see, what could he be? He's not going to be a Garou, obviously not a vampire, because he's out in the sun. Though some vampires can be out in the sun, but yeah, no, not his thing. What else could he be? I suppose he could be, like, magically enhanced somehow, like, maybe he knows some sorceries, stuff like that. Maybe he has a mage friend. He could, in theory, be a mage. I do think mages live longer. He could be imbued, but I don't know if imbued live longer either. I need to look that up. For those who don't know what imbued are, there's two types of hunters. You have your regular hunters, which is like a human, which is Kitten, presumably. Then imbued are basically hunters that get, like, revelations from beyond that tell them, all right, it's time to go hunt monsters now. And they get all sorts of powers. Honestly, he could be a faithful, where basically, like, the strength of his belief keeps him going. I could definitely see if he just goes like, oh, I don't age, and just genuinely believes that it just doesn't happen. It's not impossible. He could also be a mummy, but I don't know about that one. A mummy is definitely possible. For those who don't know, again, mummies are like humans plus. So, maybe. I think we need more information, but this is definitely interesting.
Good boy, and add more garlic powder.
Sure thing, City.
Best thing.
Sure
Love
thing.
garlic
Oh,
powder.
more!
Yes, more!
City.
Now tell me something else.
What?
Tell me about something else.
Well, there's always our most classic tale. The mysterious red-eyed dog of East Anglia, Black Shuck.
So I want to know really quickly, what's the Sherlock, like, hold on, Sherlock Holmes dog? Let's see, what is that one again? Not Toby, oh, god dang it, AI. Sherlock Holmes dog, Hound of, is it Baskerville? I think it's Baskerville, right? Yeah, the Hound of the Baskervilles. I would assume that's what it's based on.
Ooh, you have my incredibly variable attention.
All right.
Black Shuck is a mysterious creature. Tales of its appearances date back to at least the 1500s, but probably stretch even further.
And it's quite a while ago.
Stories of a pitch-black hound with dreadful red eyes whose glow portends calamity and misery.
Yeah, that is very similar to,
a
like,
banshee, then, eh?
Sherlock Holmes
suppose
sort of
so.
stuff.
But banshees are more direct.
Okay.
The howl of a banshee is meant to reflect an imminent demise and is thought to be a spirit of the dead or some kind of fae or something. Shuck is different. For instance, in 1577, Shuck was said to have appeared before a large congregation at the Holy Trinity Church.
When?
Shattering through the doors in a clap of thunder, Shuck's appearance befuddled and terrified the congregation.
It could be a
Pitilessly,
werewolf.
Shuck strode through the nave, ripping a man and child to shreds where they stood. The crowd stood agape before the steeple of the church collapsed down upon them all.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Now this is an exciting story.
Oh, well, it gets even better. That very same night, there was a reported sighting in St. Mary's Church. A different St. Mary's, one in Bungay.
Bungay.
Black Shuck again interrupted a congregation, this time in a burst of flame. He launched through the crowd, inciting panic and delirium before brushing against two curious individuals in the midst of prayer.
The fact that they use the word delirium, that's I think very specifically chosen. Because delirium is the word that they use whenever a werewolf goes into the wolf form. Humans kind of like supernaturally panic. There's some like lore reasons behind this, but I won't bore you with them. But basically, humans kind of go crazy, sort of.
Ooh, the anticipation is killing me.
Before those same two suddenly fell dead like marionettes with broken strings.
Yes, yes, yes! My boy, I am going to kick this dog!
Hey, don't kick dogs, what the heck?
Oh, son-in-law, only you see, this little hellhound is causing a commotion, a ruckus, killing people, eating souls, probably barking.
Ah, yes, the worst part, barking.
Means it's a victimless crime to experiment on him.
Not the death mood, D, but this all happened in the 1500s.
Time means nothing. There is not a statute of limitations on being a goblin.
The true terrifying beasts of World of Darkness, goblins. I wonder if goblins are canon. Probably.
He's a dog?
Yes, whatever that is.
Well, I suppose there are modern sightings, though they're far less dramatic.
Oh?
Yeah, usually people getting spooked and being like, "Oh no, mate, that's Black Shuck, innit?" And it is, and yeah, that's the story there. It's kind of lame.
That is kind of lame, not gonna lie. Then again, that does track again with the werewolf thing.
Propaganda.
What?
Also, geez,
It
my
sounds
eyes.
like propaganda. Perhaps there is a network of these dogs.
What?
A network of dogs running a joint venture to keep the common man quiet about dog crime.
Dog crime.
Poker.
What?
And the only dogs
Can't believe they're
I know
playing
to do
Liar's
crime
Bar.
are the werewolves.
What? Oh,
Yeah, that tracks.
wait, hang on. You know about werewolves?
My boy, if there is a supernatural pest on this planet, you can assume I have bested it at least once. Remind me to tell you about my mummy adventure sometime.
Mummy.
Oh, second hand, don't. You're British.
Okay, I know the English.
Nice. I do like the cheekiness. I actually wonder where D comes from. Like, yeah, I'm not sure.
Government has a history of plunder and thievery, but the British Museum
Did say
can't
Game
steal
of
your funny
that's in
mummy
my
moment.
Presume nothing. Also, burn your national insurance papers.
What?
Then again,
The power of
diplomacy.
true names run eternal, even in meshed in code.
That's the second time true names
So,
are mentioned.
Dog.
This is a lot to pack in, and you've barely even given me werewolf facts.
Werewolves, that's right. Well, randomly attacking churchgoers certainly fits their MO, or at least in the period.
It does.
Wait, really?
Oh, yeah. For much of their history, werewolves have been insane neo-pagan theocrat berserkers.
Yep, correct.
Say much of their history. What about now?
These days, they're more like insane neo-pagan theocrat berserkers.
Nice.
Natch.
But some of them go on the computer. And in my experience,
what's that
those ones are
clan
typically
called
harder
again?
to adjusted.
Glasswalkers. Yeah, that's them.
Which is ironic, considering the computer is the devil.
Who'd have thunk it?
I'd have thunk it! But then that's cheating, because I already knew. But there are things that line up and don't line up about Black Shuck as a werewolf.
Oh, do tell.
For one, the more recent sightings tend to be rather uneventful, correct?
Mostly. A lot of people just seeing him, maybe something unlucky happens afterwards.
Right.
Links to disappearances from time to time, but nothing so dramatic as murders in the middle of mass.
It could be that this werewolf, or possibly werewolves, has simply learned how to better cover their tracks.
Could be that Black Shuck is a title, like passed down through Garou. That is definitely not something that they, that's definitely not uncommon with them. I can't point to any specific examples because my brain sucks. But, yeah, it does track.
1500s, outright attacks on religious, scientific, and mystic organizations were more common. Common. It's common. These days, you need to keep a low profile to survive. But there's also the matter of modern sightings. Their banality aligns with the werewolf phenomenon.
Ah, there we go. Delirium.
Charming name.
And despite how boring these modern sightings are, an apt one, this delirium is a side effect of the shape-shifting process. Essentially, when a werewolf enters their mighty war form, human beings tend to panic.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this wolf form is called Krynos. And to expand a little bit on this, it's kind of like werewolves once killed so many of us that the fear of werewolves is like in our DNA.
Well, I suppose I might panic too if a giant monster jumped out at me.
We will work together to break this bad habit, son-in-law. But that's not what I meant. I mean, a supernatural panic.
Yeah, so like the DNA
Supposedly
thing.
There's some resonance in the psyche
Hey, there you
of
go.
mankind with werewolves. As this primordial hunter, blah, blah, blah. That's true, anyway. But nevertheless, when a mortal witnesses a werewolf's war form, they tend to go briefly mad.
Mad how exactly?
Well, they might run away, or freeze up, or attack with insane vigor.
Yep.
Often their reaction depends on the strength of one's will.
Which, obviously, attacking a werewolf is not generally a good idea. Just generally. Like, you might hurt a werewolf, maybe, if you're really lucky. Maybe if you have, like, I don't know, silver or something. You, like, I don't know, stab them with it. They'll definitely feel it. That being said, yeah, they won't... They could just regenerate most of those wounds. So, yeah.
So the average person flees?
And usually with no recollection of events. Worse still, it's almost impossible for normal humans to avoid, even in part. One must be either extremely strong-willed, or supernatural themselves, to avoid delirium completely.
Have you ever suffered the delirium, sir?
Oh no, I'm built different. But those without
See,
these-
okay, I'm built different. Again, that makes me think he has some kind of supernatural origin. Like, that's a very specific line to use, you know? Like, I'm built different. Now, I don't think he's the Emperor from actual 40k. That would be a bit silly, I feel like, if it's like the Emperor during the World of Darkness era. It's a fun headcanon, though. And I can understand if you like that idea.
bulging brain muscles are in for a world of hurt. I train you and the others for precisely this reason. Discipline, determination. Oh my god, I'm losing my chance for a 3D alliteration. Oh god, help me, destrucity.
Wait. Discipline, determination, D. Just D. I mean, there we go. Discipline, determination. What would be a good third D word? Somebody tell me in the comments. I'm kind of blanking right now.
That's the word.
Last word's a bit of a stretched mate.
Ow! these other things I instill within you with my relentless chicanery.
Is that why you ruined Marcus's 12th birthday by dressing as the bug?
What?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay, I want to know what the bog goblin looks like.
Okay, that was really traumatic to him. In RS, he exclusively levels his combat stats killing goblins.
Then the student has become the master. I'm so proud. Anyway, hey, don't fight a werewolf, by the way.
Yeah, do not.
Yeah, I heard they're tough.
No.
How well we did in the tunnel.
No, do not.
No.
What?
You aren't ready to fight a werewolf, son-in-law. Not yet. The fledglings we fought were fearsome, yes, but a werewolf... Listen well. Werewolves are killing machines. They are supernatural soldiers fighting a war we barely understand. Do not fight them.
Really quickly, this is a very interesting bit of affect. I know I'm focusing on D a lot, but like, you know, remember how we started this audio log? It was him like pulling out a sword and like attacking a kitten, you know? And now here he is like being dead serious. Because it is dead serious. I think that's really interesting.
I'll take your warning to heart, sir. But what if we're forced to?
Like, a werewolf can kill just like an entire cell, no
Due to their
problem.
combat with the moon. Silver bullets, silver knives. Use them. Focus on evasion and trickery. When they're at their most dangerous, they're at their most feral. Blind them, distract them. Trust your wits, not your fists.
Yep. It's kind of like fighting a barbarian in D&D again, for the comparison. I'm comparing to D&D a lot, just because I know a lot of people know role-playing games. Like, know D&D the most out of all the role-playing games out there. Like, it's kind of like fighting a barbarian. You don't wanna, like, 1v1 a barbarian if you're not, like, martial yourself.
I understand.
Good. Because it's omelette time!
Shit, I forgot the omelette! It's burnt!
Fear not! It's just the way I like it.
Burnt omelette, oh boy.
Go, and now the sauce.
Is it supposed to smell more like egg than eggs do? Why?
That's something that Alpha Booster really likes, I've noticed.
To blend it. Yes, sir. Big D's home-style omelette, a.k.a. sulfuric acid.
You're not eating that, right?
Silly
My guy
boy.
just casually
I would
produced
probably
acid,
die.
alright.
No,
They're gonna destroy the
this is for our
blender.
illustrious guest, the great and mighty Kevin.
You're gonna shove acid down his throat, Jesus.
There are way easier ways to make acid. I understand nothing.
It's the principle of the thing. Besides, Kevin is a vampire. They can't eat food. By mixing the acid with food, it makes it even more unpleasant.
That is really evil, actually. Like, you make him drink acid that he has to throw up again as well. Ugh. That is very unpleasant.
I mean, well, I don't, I don't know. But ideally, it would come to this. This is just for torture purposes.
Right, okay.
Worse.
Relax. It's actually very funny and moral. And besides, it's the threat of torture that's the most important.
Fair point,
Old
I suppose.
Armia will crack like an egg before I have to use this stuff. Mark my words.
Dreaming?
He slipped up.
Yeah.
Casual masquerade breach.
Of one of the vampire clans. Everyone hates them and wants them to die.
Oh.
Go on.
Now D has platformed the antediluvian concept of clans.
What's the civil structure like? Are they bloodlines, families, personal syndicates? Do they confer abilities? What are their secrets? Are there any Norfolk clans? What are the other ones? What's an antediluvian within this context? What is pure hatred?
Son-in-law! I have two cruel truths to impart upon you.
I do love how Kitten gets the chance to ask questions and just goes for it. It's very fitting to his character.
Okay.
The first is, you will need to buy a new blender.
Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, so the blender did break.
Vampire lore is, tricky. More than any other supernatural creature, vampires despise being unveiled. They
Masquerade.
relentlessly hunt any breach of their vaunted secrecy with organized and military precision. As such, Though I know much, I speak little of it, and sadly share even less.
Of course, but surely you can trust your own family.
Trust has little to do with it! Say I share all that I know.
Right.
Indeed, to truly destroy this foe, we must understand it.
You do?
But if I do so carelessly... Notice how the conversation started. I carelessly said the word Tremere.
Yes?
If we were in public, in a restaurant, or on the street when I had said that, we would very well have to move.
Yep, absolutely. Because masquerade breaches get hunted down insanely fast. The Camarilla is very good about that. Well, depends on the area, but they try at least.
That's a tad extreme.
And it is necessary. The masquerade, they call it.
Yep, it is.
To wear the mask of a human. To blend in with us. To convince us their existence is but a fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Any breach in this masquerade is a threat to their very existence. For even though they are individually more powerful, they fear mankind more than anything else. They are few, and we are many.
And on top of that, humanity also has, mages and the like. In theory, if humanity came to know that vampires existed, vampires might get wiped out.
Should wider society
Oh, there you go.
man might well eradicate them. For while an especially mighty vampire could slay 100 mortals, there is a limit to their strength.
Yeah, I think an antediluvian could probably kill a nation.
Break.
But even then,
And that is not to speak of their most hated enemy, the sun. Its ancient rays scorch even the eldest of their kind to chockled bone. Vampires cannot be rid of their great adversaries, for the sun is beyond their reckoning and humanity vital to their survival.
now I'm imagining a really silly ghoul campaign where you're a bunch of astronauts that all get ghouled, and there's a NASA mission to go blow up the sun, organized by the Camarilla. Sounds really dumb, but I kind of want to play that as a silly one shot.
Thus, most work to preserve their masquerade, hiding in the dark, carefully balanced upon webs of intrigue and murder.
Mm-hmm.
To further this end, vampires have many agents.
Yeah, there you go, ghouls.
Ghouls, they call them. Mortals grown addicted to vampiric blood. These half men gain a whisper of their master's power in exchange for fanatical servitude.
Ghouls are a very interesting thing. I actually got to play a ghoul once in a LARP I was a part of. Very interesting experience, having to fake drinking from somebody's wrist. And just in general, ghouls are very interesting in a very interesting position. Just in general, I'm sure it'll continue.
Unlike their masters, though, ghouls need not slumber by day.
Exactly.
Their eyes are everywhere, and they watch vigilantly for the slightest breach of undead omerta.
You might have some vampires might have entire armies of ghouls. Even if they're old enough and have enough vitae, easy, no problem even.
This is why we hunters are responsible for the vampire threat. We learn as much of the vampire as we can and spread it safely to ensure these parasites become the forgotten myths they pretend to be. Even this is a treacherous task, for we cannot know which parts of our collected vampiric lore are mistaken assumption, the earnest truth, or malignant propaganda.
I kind of like the mental image that Twilight was just the propaganda piece. Oh no, vampires are actually good guys.
I see.
So rest assured, I will teach you what I know.
Mm-hmm.
But slowly. They might not blood hunt you for knowing a word or two, but they certainly will if you know their meaning.
And what is a blood hunt?
They'll kill you for knowing what that is too. Which is dumb, because it's kind of just what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
pretty much.
Every vampire in the region hunting you for your blood.
Hard to figure out.
Breach not our veil of secrecy. Vampires are so silly.
Still,
Vampires are pretty
it'd be
goofy
nice to
when
know
you
what
actually
we're
get down to
dealing
it.
For instance, Piotr flashed in and out of visibility on the security cameras, and I swear that Ape Boy gets uglier every time I see him.
Ape Boy was the Marcus of the group, right?
The Marcus of the group. Oh no.
Yeah, fuck him.
But yes, your questions are valid.
Smallest
Let me
possible
say this
child.
then. Piotr, that sludge lad?
Not the right term, is it?
Oh no, but that clan of vampire info brokers.
Yeah, those guys
One of the
are.
scariest ones to actually know.
I'd actually love to play a Nosferatu in a TTRPG if I get the chance. I think it would be really interesting. Because their very appearance is a masquerade breach.
Sludge Lad is just fine for now. We're going with Sludge Lad. Primarily, they are known for 4 things. First, their ability to turn invisible. Some can even use vampiric magics to alter their appearance, appearing as something they're not. Second, their ability to control animals.
Yep.
Sludge Lad
He almost said it.
are known to use legions of vermin as their eyes and ears. After all,
Yeah, which is somewhat of a crossover with another vampire clan.
all the worse when they're ghouled by their undead masters and gain a smattering of their vampiric magics.
Invisible Rat.
That explains your intense pest control methods.
Makes me wonder
I
if
raised-
you could, like, ghoul a rat and then have that rat, like, take control of more, rats.
Door on a steady diet of home-hunted spy rats. And look at him! He came out American! Isn't it awful?
And so the third and fourth
Uses
thing?
miles and
things
football
that they're ugly.
fields.
Oh.
But ugly.
Ah.
Don't pity them. Honestly, some of them make it work.
Oh, God. When he called me Loverboy, when I said he looked hideous, did Piotr think I was hitting on him?
I can't say for sure, but also, yes, definitely that was the case.
Couldn't expute a fan art when.
Shit!
Fear not! I will not inform my son about your tryst with the sewer child.
Yes.
Oh, the 4th thing. They're super strong and can juggle dumpsters.
Oh. Oh, no.
This kitten, like, uh-oh.
We have him in a tiny cage. Is that
I do
going
enjoy.
to hold?
Well, if he hasn't broken out, did Door make the cage?
Probably.
Maybe?
I mean, presumably.
No worries.
I feel like this is kind of family that makes a lot of stuff themselves, you know what I mean?
If he didn't, why didn't he?
That's true.
Well, the lad could be biding his time. Or he figures he can't break through the big vault that is our cellar, so he's waiting for his chance to escape. Or he could just not be very strong.
Oh.
Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible that his discipline
Or, well,
focused in a different
Marcus
way.
insists his kick was pretty alright.
Oh, vampires are capable of some superhuman physical feats.
right.
But he probably couldn't throw a car or whatever, drained as he is.
Good thing we stabbed them.
From a
bloody.
car, huh?
It seems like a pretty big weakness if their strength is beholden to their amount of blood.
Yes, being a vampire is a fine deal. Until you notice the many caveats.
Yep, and that's the weakness of vampires, right? Because you get the whole, like, oh cool, I'm really strong, but also I can't wake during the day, and I have to drink blood, and my powers are related to said blood, etc., etc.
For instance, their strength is
There's a lot of that
every
stuff there.
generation. With each new passing of the supernatural disease that is vampirism, the power within the blood of each new child lessens. Additionally, the vampire's unique magics are like any other mundane skill. Some come intuitively, others start at different levels of expertise, but all must have time and effort put into them.
Basically, you need to level.
Be that Piotr has simply not mastered the vampiric art of potence, or has only honed it to a slight edge.
It'd account for his performance back in the tunnels, I suppose.
Yeah, to be honest, he was a little bit useless, wasn't
He'd be
he?
tougher than he was.
His kind are sometimes
Like,
brawlers.
he went for Boy, then he went for Marcus, he got his eyes burnt out, and then jumped at Kitten. Like,
But Piotr himself?
Kind of
he
badly
seems like an
played.
opportunist to the core. A straight-up fight seems out of his element. The real danger comes from which of his other skills he's applied himself to.
So, invisibility or animal control?
Him being able to disappear, even on camera, tells me his specialty might actually be invisibility. Not everyone is capable of that little hat trick.
Yep, true.
Ugly.
Yeah, he's really honed that into an art.
I've seen uglier.
Fair enough.
I like the idea that you can become uglier if you want to as a Nosferatu.
Face off the map.
You can develop your
This has
ugliness.
been a delightful conversation about essentially everything in the world. I must now go pour terrible slime down Kevin's gaping maw.
I do feel a little bad for Kevin, because good
Very
lord.
cautious during tonight's interrogation. I'm sure everything will go well. Just remember, even a feeble opportunist like Piotr can be the death of you.
That feels like foreshadowing.
Underestimating any supernatural quarry is a very bad idea.
Also very true.
Exactly. My performance in the caves is evidence of that. I am the most experienced and skilled hunter of this family. Yet, when I let my guard down, an inferior foe holds me at knife point.
At least he acknowledges his mistake.
This is something you must truly understand.
Hunting isn't as simple as a video game or an action movie, huh?
I am not a video gamer, so this absurd language doesn't touch me. Commando, however, is an excellent piece of cinema,
Commando.
so I'll say yes. You get it.
I feel like D would make for a great, like, it's like 80s era, like, strongmen with, like, the action movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, that kind of style of movie. I'd actually love to see Big D in a version of that. Or like as a wrestler.
Say, what was up with those tunnels anyway?
I will tell you when you're older, by a few days at least. Because I'm tired of these questions!
Huh.
But I guess I should probably get a move on myself. Breakfast cancelled. I've
But what do you mean breakfast
buy
cancelled?
a new blender, it seems.
Porridge is still there.
Does indeed seem that way, child. Want me to drive you?
I'm fine. I'll take the runabout. Less gas spent,
Okay, so they have two
yes,
cars.
Money and all that. Well, good fortune on the road, and fare thee well.
Farewell I shall.
And son, know that I am very proud of you
Aww.
and your blender.
Thank you.
I too am proud of my blender. I've made many 3D objects in Blender.
Adios.
We are in Mexico today!
Yeet. I do like how he just yeets himself away. Is that a...
Bloody bone.
Oh, I think that's a swimming pool. Behind D. Well... That was fun. See, is there any, like...
You have listened to an audio drama by Ogre Poppin'
Okay, I think this is the ending.
with voice work by Thunder Psyker as Kitten and Speaker D as Big D. Artwork by Ironiroko. Soundtrack by Macker. Sound composition by Alpha Busa. Mixing by Stringstorm. Animation by Alpha Busa. With lead writers Speaker D and Alpha Busa. And script editing by Erndil and Oculus Imperia.
Quite a few people that have worked
Special
on these
thanks
things.
to Blessed for shitting. Portions of the materials are the copyrights and
Hey,
trademarks
Dark
of
Pack.
Paradox
Gotta love
Interactive
that.
AB and are used.
I really appreciate Paradox, by the
All
way, for
rights
doing the Dark
reserved.
Pack thing.
For more information,
This is really
please
good.
visit worldofdarkness.com.
Appreciate
Visit
you for the Paradox.
patreon.com/alphabuza for updates every other week.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening and good evening.
All right. Auto narration by Stringstorm as well. All right, cool. Is that it? Oh. Hi. Right, that happened. Oh my god. Right. I don't know what to say to that. That was just kind of funny. Yeah, there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I was a little bit more quiet than the last one this time, just because they had a lot of information to share. and I figured I would let them share first, and then I'd say my thoughts. Let me know if you want me to change anything about this format. Criticism is always welcome. I do want to improve this over time. For now, though, I will be back hopefully next Friday. The next one should be chapter 1.2. We're going to do the one right behind me on my left. The probing of Kevin. There you go. That'll be the next video. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like, all of that stuff. If you didn't, feel free to dislike. And, of course, I will see you all very, very soon, either on stream or on the next video. Bye-bye!